Hello there, this is Mr. Duncan and welcome to this video on the main points of the scientific view on the origins of the universe. And as you'll probably know, the scientific view is that it was the Big Bang, this process of the universe starting. Well, first thing to note is that it's a naturalist explanation. And what that means is when it explains how the universe started, it doesn't look to the supernatural, anything sort of magical or outside the universe. It just looks at natural laws, how everything works all the time, and essentially uses that to say how things began. As it says, uses natural laws, not supernatural events to explain the universe. Well, what happened? Here's the story. It started with a singularity. Everything was squished into one place, really. Tiny little point. You could just imagine getting your suitcase full of stuff and you cram it full. So a lot of energy builds up, and it can just sort of pop out. Literally the idea of the singularity is everything that is, your nose, my shoes, Mallorca, all right? The whole universe, in fact, every star, everything's crammed into one place. The amount of energy, we couldn't really imagine it, but it's massive, all right? And then, it starts to, some would say explode. Others would say, not really exploding because it's not exploding into anything. Literally just, there's nothing outside it, okay? So it starts to expand really quickly. Loads of hot energy, as it were. And actually, when it expanded outwards, this energy, started to cool a little bit, all right, after some time. And all of a sudden, you've got this first kind of particles being formed, all right, so you've got matter being formed, antimatter, and so on. Good point to know is that there was an unequal amount of matter and antimatter. All right. If there was the same amount, one matter plus one antimatter equals kind of nothing. It cancels out. So there's a little bit more matter, let's say a lot more matter than with the antimatter, and that left us in our universe with a matter universe. Okay, we've got these, things, matter, liquid, solid, gases, and so on. Gravity played a key role bringing things together, all right, such as these particles, making atoms, making molecules, making stars, making bigger molecules, making planets made out of silicone, and all these kind of things, all right, and the Earth is part of that formation, which started off as hot molten sphere, gradually cooled over millions of years, involved a huge asteroid hitting it, and that led to kind of a big chunk coming off, which formed into the moon, all sorts of stuff. Key points, of course, is that it took billions of years, 13.8 billion years, and it involved stages of development and so on. Well, next video, we're going to look at the consequences of believing in this view of the origins of the universe.